Supporting technologies. RSS is really simple syndication. It's a web or newsfeed that automatically provides users with updated content or notifications of new content. This content can be accessed from a central application. Now, the advantage of RSS feed, it saves you time. You don't have to visit a website to look for changes or updates. If you have a feed, then you are alerted with regards to changes on that site. So it saves you time. RSS feed can alert you on new blog entries or articles, new video clips on YouTube if you subscribe to it, and to new music and so on. So RSS feed has the advantage of saving you the time to access the websites to check for changes. Now there's two other supporting techniques we're looking at. Search engine optimization is a strategy used to obtain a high ranking place in search results page when you're using a search engine like Google. Remember, when you do a search in Google, you have many results, up to, well, more than 10,000 sometimes, and we really go and look at each page. We normally look at the first page or second page and visit those sites. So using search engine optimization, it helps to make a site accessible to a search engine and to improve the chances of that site being found by the search engine, so you are placed early on the list. There are many techniques involved which is not covered here. Now, RIA is rich internet applications. A web application is designed to deliver the functions and features of a traditional desktop application. If you're running desktop applications like Office, Microsoft Office, you have applications on the internet that have similar features as your standard or traditional desktop applications. We have Google Docs, PayPal as an example of applications. There's also Microsoft Office Live. Now, in terms of security, people accessing the internet concerned about security. Now, we're looking at two aspects. The DNS. DNS is your domain name system. Now, note that the DNS is a central registry that keeps track of all the URLs on the internet. Now, with each URL, there's an associated IP address. So the URL is linked to a unique IP address. Information about URLs and IP address are stored on DNS servers across the internet. So when you click on a URL, you're taken to the IP address. Now the URL registration has to be renewed each year. Now there is something called DNS poisoning, where it's a hacking technique that involves gaining access and changing data on the database of a DNS server. If that happens, then when you click on your URL, you may be taken to a fake fake website, because they can make changes to the IP address. But for now, if you're typing in your URL, the DNS system ensures that you are taken to the correct IP address, which are registered. Now, SSL, your secure sockets layers, they use digital certificates to confirm website identities. So a secure sockets layer transaction can only take place if the URL and IP address of the site you are communicating with matches with the ones registered in the certificate. So you pay for a certificate to ensure that the information in terms of the URL and the IP address are correct. That makes the site secure. Internet, this definition we're doing from grade 10, is a worldwide computer network consisting of devices, computers, and networks connected to each other. The intranet is an organization's private network, but it is run in an internet-like environment. But it shares documents and resources of the organization. Now, extranet is an organization's intranet which is available to other users outside the organization. Maybe just part of the intranet that's extended to outside the organization, and it's referred to as the extranet. Now your careers, we have web designer, who is responsible for the design, layout, coding, and implementation of a website. Now web designers have programming skills, they need that, graphic designs, creativity, and imagination, because they're creating and designing the website, and they have to keep up to date with advances in technology. Your web author, also called webmaster, is responsible for the content and images used. They create new content, source, artwork, and images to be used, maintain and update the website regularly. You have a graphics and multimedia designer, which was responsible for creating the graphics and layout of items such as magazines, books, company logos, and so on. So here we're looking at creativity and graphic design. So it requires qualification in graphics design. That is the end of Internet Services Technologies. Please complete the application or the activity.